Now, Paul, Ellen White writes in Acts of the Apostles 3:7-3. Now, Paul, with great clearness and with great sort of power, he presented the doctrine of justification by faith. Now, he hoped that other churches would sort of, would be helped or would come around with this instruction that he sent to the Christians of Rome. But how dimly could he foresee the far-reaching influence of the words? Now, yesterday we did our next series on Reformation, which I'm going to put up soon. And in that, we discussed the Council of Trent. Now, the Council of Trent, one of the biggest sort of discussions in the Council of Trent was justification by faith, because the papal church believed in purgatory, and if you believe in purgatory, you cannot have justification by faith, because you need to have faith in Jesus Christ to be saved. But purgatory says that you go to purgatory and you pay for your own sins. You pay for your own sins through penance. Okay, so this doctrine is very important, and that's what he put forward to the Roman Catholic Church, because before that, the Romans were still pagan and they believed in paying for their own sins. So therefore, this ideology was strange to them, was alien to them. But he hoped that it may reach them. And in his epistle to the Romans, Paul set forth the great principles of the gospel. He stated his position on the questions which were agitating the Jewish and the Gentile churches, and showed that the hopes and promises which had once belonged especially to the Jews were now offered to the Gentiles also. So he sort of in a way was trying to explain to the Gentiles, the Romans, the Greeks, etc., that salvation, the God that the Jewish people believed in, Jesus Christ, who came down to first save his own, the Jewish nation, was now given to the rest of the world, to all the other civilizations and all the other sort of nations, right? Because the Spirit of God moved away from the Jewish nation, because they rejected Jesus Christ, they rejected the doctrine of Jesus Christ and justification through faith in Jesus Christ. They rejected that, so it was now given to the entire nation. So that's what he was trying to bring about. Now, the Corinthian believers, once so prone to lose sight of their high calling in Christ, the developed strength of Christian character, their words and acts reveal the transferring power of the grace of God, and they were now a strong force of good in the center of heathenism and superstition. In the society of his beloved companions and these faithful converts, the apostles' worn and troubled spirit found rest, because the Corinthians decided to take on this doctrine, because they realized and sort of understood the doctrine on justification by faith, and knew that now they could rely on Jesus Christ, who died for their sins.